Yes! First ender pearl. Oh yes. Oh yes. G'day there. It's Delgar, the Thunder from Down Under, and welcome back to another episode of Delgar's Adventure. Today, we've got a big episode planned for you. We're going to finally move out of this hovel down here and move into a proper house. Last episode, we left you off just after the resource quest. We managed to get a whole bunch of iron. It's going to be very useful. I managed to make a full set of iron tools and a full set of iron gear. How good is that? So now, we shouldn't die anymore to those skeletons. Yeah. So, let's get cracking straight into the episode. So one thing I need to do first is go get some more food. As you can see, we only have 7 left, and that resource quest used quite a lot of food. So I thought I would just run around, get some of these pigs, since there seems to be so much. And who doesn't like bacon, right? Who doesn't like bacon? That's right, yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go get this food and I'll get back to you. And there we go. Managed to get an extra 38 raw pork chops. Or bacon, as I like to call it. Just going to put these on to cook, and I think we might go chop some of these trees down. Oh my god, that's the biggest tree I've ever seen. Jesus Christ. Oh, I really should have put the blocks on top to stop that happening. Oh well, I guess I'm going to cut this tree down, and then, yeah, we'll get back to you. And there we go. All done. This time I've decided to put these blocks on top. And what this does is, when the game goes to spawn a tree, it will check how many blocks it has above. And because this is exactly 7, the only trees that fit are normal trees like this, and not one of those massive crazy trees like before. So this should save us a bit of time in the future. Guys, I've come back to collect my beautifully cooked bacon, and I realized that I didn't actually put any fuel in there. So, here we go. Start waiting again. Today's resource quest is going to focus around getting the resources we need to build our house, because eventually we want to move out of this hole anyway. And I have an idea in mind about what we're going to build, and that's going to be made out of spruce wood. So, I'm going to get down to this, and I'll see you guys later. And there we go, all done. Overall, I rated quite a successful resource quest, so let's have a look at what we got. Just over 5 stacks of spruce wood. This should be more than enough for the project we have in mind today. But it's always good to have leftover resource in Minecraft, right? And if we check out our little wood farm here, as you can see, the blocks is working perfectly. Not a single big tree, they're all exactly the same size. Perfect. Should make it heaps easier to cut down in the future. So I've been looking around quite a bit, deciding where exactly in this plains I want to build our house, because, you know, we do want to move out of that hobbit home this episode. I think this is actually a very good spot. You see I've got some materials already out here. This sort of flat bit here, the base isn't going to be too big, it is just a starter home. But it's surrounded by this beautiful forest and these extreme hills, lovely view, and they've got the plains in front of us. So I think this is where we're going to do it. You know, I do enjoy myself a third-person time lapse, so I think we're going to do this in a third-person time lapse. See you soon. Oh yeah, outside complete. I thought I'd give you guys a bit of a tour of the outside. It's not too long a tour, but let's have a go. Don't fall down there. This is what this side looks like. I kind of didn't know what to put in this gap here, so I hope that's all right. Leave a comment down below if you have any other suggestions about what we could put there. The back's very similar to the front, except for it doesn't have that door. Yep. Obviously, I'm gonna work on the outside next, and this side's the same as the other side. Got these front gardens. Still haven't got anything in the front garden, but that's coming up very soon. I thought it'd be a good idea to do the inside with you guys since we did a third-person time lapse for the outside. If we just go inside, as you can see, still very plain. Haven't done anything yet. So, first of all, we need to remove this dirty floor, and we're going to replace it with probably spruce wood. Depends on what looks good. I've got spruce wood ready, so I'll probably try that first. We have to think about lighting, and we need chest storage as well. Now, one thing that I've forgotten in previous worlds is where to put a bed and put my furnaces. At least this time I'm thinking about it, so we can find a good place to put it. I believe because the roof is made out of half slabs, I should be able to open chests straight into the roof. So that could be a good option for storage, right? So if we just finish up here and put these spruce logs, how is that? I think we need some lighting. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Just, yeah, we need the lighting, so I'm just gonna go put these down here. Oh, one of the things that I really have trouble with is doing the gardens outside. Now, thought I might leave that for this episode, but we'll see how much time we get. I find terraforming quite difficult. It's something that I've been working on though, so I might turn it out right. Now, by my reckoning, this should open. Yes, okay, that's a perfect spot to store our chests. And I think because it's a uneven number across the wall, we should have the single chest there. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Just place these chests down. Perfect. Okay, and I think we should do the other side for that as well. So I'll go with two of those, and luckily we got all that iron in the last episode, so we can make those trap chests, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to put the chests next to each other in such a good way. Excellent. Now, I've got some crafting tables and furnaces made. I'm thinking I might put the crafting table there. Excellent. And the furnaces probably on this side for now. I mean, it doesn't look like the best, but it'll do. Maybe we could put some carpets on top later once we get enough wool to do that. I do intend to capture some sheep sometime soon, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. The other thing that we desperately need is the bed. Okay, where are we going to put that? I'm thinking this can be like the more working end, and this can be the sleeping end. I think that doesn't look too bad. Once we get some more wood, I'll be able to put more chests along the bottom row, fill out all of that. And it should leave us with a nice space. And we can actually stick another row of chests here. Let's see. So we actually have a lot of storage room in this place. Should be good. So I managed to find, walk outside and get the wood from outside and make some more chests. These chests are going to be critical to our lighting plan, so this is the only way I can figure out how to hide the lighting, for now at least. So what I thought was I would stick a torch underneath like that, and then a sticky chest on top, and it lights up the area. I mean, you can see the torch, and it'll be much preferable to have the jack-o'-lanterns, which we will replace later. But I mean, with the number of pumpkins that I've harvested from our little farm over there, that might take a while. So I'm just going to, oh, nope, not that. Hide another torch here, another one here. Probably need to reevaluate what I'm going to do with these so I can hide the torches underneath. I'll find another place for those. It's alright. Plans change. Plans change. Torch there. Another one opposite this one, which is there. And one opposite this one. And that should give us enough light coverage for the whole place. So let's stick these chests in. Yep. Excellent. This side, hopefully I have enough chests. Excellent. Okay, so that's quite a few chests now, and we have our light. Double bonus. So, we have to work out where we're going to put these furnaces now. I just noticed that there's 3 spaces under the window here we could use. Either that, we could put them in the roof up here. That may not actually be a bad idea, just 3 like that. Or would 3 at the bottom be better? Ooh. Ooh, that's a tough decision. Hmm. Um, hmm. Ooh. Actually, let's try something else. Let's stick them like this. That way. No, no. Let's not do that. That's a bad idea. Don't do that, people. I think we're just gonna go back to this idea here. Okay, yeah, that'll do. That'll do for now. We can work out what we're gonna do with that later. Okay, and we can go in there. Okay, excellent. So now that we've done the inside, let's have a look at the outside. So there's really only 2 things we need to do before we could call our home home and move out of that hovel officially. The first thing is we need to work out where we're going to put all of our stuff. I think it's a good idea to organize these chests before we move it all in. And the other thing is we need to actually move it in. So I haven't really thought about where I'm going to put things yet, but I'm going to write it on these signs. Now, normally I would use something like item frames and put a representative item in there. So if it was wood, maybe I'd put like a bit of wood in there. But unfortunately, I don't have enough leather yet, nor have I ever seen a cow in this world to get leather. So I think I'm just going to go with these signs. So I'm going to label these, move the stuff over, and then I'll give you an update on where everything is. And that's it, guys. The hovel is officially empty. I even cleared up the outside, cleared up the farms, the tree farm, all gone. There's only one thing left to do. Is to leave a sign in remembrance. I think this is appropriate from a time long forgotten. That's right, because we don't want to remember that time anymore. But this sign will keep it in our memory for when we come back. For a visit, not to stay forever. So now that I've got all the chests organized, let's show you where everything is. So as you come in the left-hand side, these 4 are our kind of base blocks in Minecraft, of course. So we've got our wood products, so all of our wood and doors and... Oh, that shouldn't be there. Uh, Stairs and slabs and that kind of stuff. We've got stone, which is where this guy should be. So we got, but it's stone plus. So there's cobblestone and granite and gravel and andesite and that kind of stuff. I mean, when this chest gets full, we can move some of the other stuff out, but that's good enough for now. We've got our dirt, which we haven't got too much of yet. Glass and sand, because this is a product of that. Food, all our different food types. Tools, just random tools that we have. Seeds and flowers. I thought they were a good mix. We can separate them later. Iron. Random wool. Iron. One day we'll have this chest full. Wool is where that should be. Clay and bricks. We don't have any clay yet, but one day we'll find a mesa and we'll go dig everything out of there. Other, just get a bucket. That could technically go in the iron or the tools even, but that'll do for now. Mob drops. This is where our lucky gunpowder and our string. I realize we actually have enough for 2 bows, so I'm thinking I won't actually use them for bows. Well, technically it is a bow, but it's actually for dispensers, so we can do some redstone there. Rares, we've got our lucky ender pearl. One day we'll make it to the end. And coal and fuel. So eventually I imagine we'll have other things like lava buckets and blaze rods. So yeah, that's pretty much our entire system. So there's one more thing I want to do before we finish this episode, and it involves getting a mob. Not one of these mobs, but it involves getting a mob, and we need to do it sooner rather than later. It's going to help us a lot in the future. So I'm going to get right to that, and we'll be back shortly. And here it is. Come on, get it in the hole. Yes, in the hole. In the Yes! Success. As many of you might have guessed, we were getting the chickens so we can collect the eggs. Now, why do you want the eggs, you ask? Well, for now, we just want the eggs so we can throw them at the ground and get lots of chickens. However, in the future, we'll change this to a fully automatic chicken cooker machine with the lava and the redstone. Of course, we don't have those at the moment, but that's a future project right there. We managed to get lost on this episode. Of course, my favorite part was moving out of that hovel into something I could really call home. And thank you for watching this episode of Delgar's Adventure. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and subscribe for future episodes of Delgar's Adventure. This has been Delgar. Bye for now.